Good morning and welcome to Faith Yoga today. It's Friday morning. It's almost 9:30. Gonna kick up some lights here. It's Friday. I'm not sure what day of the week, what the date is. It's April 3rd, or is it the 4th? It might be the 4th. Thanks for joining me. Is that Reed? Hi, Reed. Reed, I hope you'll hang out and do some yoga. I don't know if that's your jam, but yoga is awesome. And Friday mornings, I do something a little different. I've been doing a 30-minute yoga reset every weekday at 1 o'clock. It's just a quick little pick-me-up for people who are stuck at home, either by yourself or with family, because both can be incredibly stressful one way or the other. So my 30-minute yoga reset at 1 o'clock has been really fun. I've enjoyed trying out some different things, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed doing some different things and trying yoga in the privacy of your own home. So today is Faith Yoga. We go a little bit longer, probably really only about 40 minutes. But we sprinkle in a little scripture in there, and it's just really a faith-centered practice. So I welcome you all. I'm going to turn the music down just a little. Found some new music yesterday that I really love, but that I can't really share because of copyright issues. I will confess that I have showered and that my hair's a wreck, but I haven't brushed my teeth. So I'm glad that you're not too close. I always finish my coffee before I brush my teeth, because what's the point of brushing your teeth if you're gonna have coffee afterwards? So anyway, too much information, right? Hey, Virginia. So let's get to it. Let's do some yoga. I am gonna grab my coffee while I'm here. Sorry for my Zoomers. I don't mean to leave you out talking to my Facebook Livers. If you also have a hot beverage that you are enjoying right now, I certainly encourage you to do that. They say that that's a good way to fight colds and viruses, so cheers. And I promise I'll brush my teeth after, because oral hygiene is important too. So if you're one of my regulars, you know what to do. We're going to come to our comfortable seated position. For me, that's cross-legged. That might mean your legs extended in front of you. It might mean in a chair. You might even be more comfortable with the bottoms of your feet together. There's no right or wrong to the comfortable seated position. It might even be different each day. The rain has stopped and the pollen is out. I do apologize for the frog in my throat. It's still kind of early. I'm sure I'll be working that out the whole time. Let's bring the focus into the breath. Take a nice deep breath way down deep into the bottom of the belly. And exhale all the way to the bottom of the belly, pushing the belly button back towards the spine, a very active exhalation, really releasing all the air. Bring your focus to your alignment. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on the breath today. Maybe I'll offer up a separate breathing meditation for y'all if you'd like, because I think that's very, very important right now. Not that breathing isn't ever very, very important. Of course it is, but you want to have healthy lungs. The shoulders are over the hips. The spine is tall. The neck is long. Crown of the head extended towards the sky. Shoulders are square. You need to find that space. I've got my hands in my lap, my palms facing up. Take a moment to bring yourself onto your mat. Obviously, if you're here with me now, you're there physically. Come to your mat mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Bring all the pieces of you to your practice today. God doesn't want us halfway. He doesn't want us to have our bodies doing what we think they ought to do to serve. He wants our minds. He wants our hearts. So bring all the pieces with you today. If you want to set an intention, we haven't done this with this class before, but if you want to set an intention or pick a word, if today you want to get peace from your practice, maybe joy, focus, maybe it's productivity, maybe it's relaxation, whatever your word is, whatever your intention is, it's a great way to focus your practice and then focus your day. Take that word and breathe it into your body. Breathe the intention in, and as you exhale, let it just disperse throughout your body, through your cells. Tell the cells what you intend for this practice and what you intend for this day. Let your breath return to normal, and we'll start warming up the body. Let's take the right ear to the right shoulder, dropping the left shoulder, the opposite shoulder to the floor. If you want to extend the left arm, I am not in alignment, so I'm just going to kind of shake it out here and start over. I'm going to get back into the pose and inhale to the left side of the shoulder and the neck. And release the hand back down. The head comes back to center. Drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Extend the right arm towards the floor. Fingertips down to the floor. Stretching through the right side of the neck. Bringing the hands back. The head back to center. Chin floats up. If you want to extend the bottom teeth beyond the top teeth to deepen the stretch in the front of the throat. The front of the neck through the throat. Extend the top teeth. Release the teeth. Bring the teeth back into balance. Release the chin. And then come forward. The chin comes down. Shoulders are square. Back is still tall. We're just going to gently rock from side to side. We're not going to do a full circle this morning. Just gently rocking the head back and forth. It's a small and gentle movement, but it feels really good. It should. If you have any pain, don't do it. Make modifications. And then come back up to center, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to exhale, fold forward. The whole torso comes down. We're going to do our torso rolls. And then inhaling as we come back. Exhaling as we fold forward. That giant breath you took in the beginning. Continue to come back, breathing in back to the breath, breathing in down to the bottom of the belly. My hips are tight. My girl's been walking me a lot. She walks me like the dog. She makes me go out and walk. Exhaling as you fold forward and inhaling as you come back. Let's come on back to center. If you have one leg on top or one leg in the front, let's switch that up. I usually sit with my right leg on top. I have it in the back this time instead of on top. Sitting up nice and tall, taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. And we'll roll to the left. Oh gosh, I'm always tighter on this side. And today is no different. Take it easy, take it slow. Oh my goodness gracious. Yes. This is why we do yoga. To work through the tight places and bring fresh energy into the body. Come on back up to center. Let's roll the shoulders up by the ears and drop them down. Bring the shoulder blades together. Hands behind you by your hips, coming to the floor. Reach the shoulder blades back together. Open up your heart space if you want to take the gaze up about 45 degrees. Take that deep breath in and let the oxygen come into your heart center. Exhale, release. We'll bring the shoulders forward. And if you want to give yourself that wonderful hug that we do, you can round the back, wrap your arms around yourself. This is my faith yoga people. We like to hug. We are huggers. If you want to rock yourself back and forth, round the back. Feel the shoulder blades pull apart. And then drop it down. We did a lot of shoulder work yesterday in our yoga reset. I have a few more things I'm going to do today with that. So if you want a little extra shoulder work, then come to the yoga reset today at 1 o'clock. It's only about a half hour. Extend the legs out in front. Feet are flexed, toes are spread. Squeeze the toes, point the toes, really active all the way through the legs. Pull the toes back, just the toes. And then flex the feet, and let's do circles. First one direction, and then the other. Warming up the ankles, and then shake it out. Let's go ahead and lift the left leg off the ground. Sorry, I lost my music here. So legs are extended. We're going to start on the right side. We're going to lift the leg and pull it in close to the body. And then exhale, release, lift the left leg up. Bring it in close. We're only doing it once, so make it good. Squeeze it in. See if you can't lift the chest a little bit. And release. Let's do a forward fold. So we'll bring the arms out to the side, inhaling up, exhaling, folding forward from the hips, and then releasing the lower back, rounding the back, releasing the head. There shouldn't be any pain. If you feel pain, come out of the pose or don't go so deep. If you don't feel pain, take a nice deep breath in, find yourself rising up out of the pose a little, and then as you exhale, fold a little closer to the knees. Work out any tension you might be holding in your back. Allow your exhale to be complete. The next time you inhale, reach the arms beyond the toes, nice overhead stretch. Exhale, release. And shake it out. Shake the legs out. And let's come on up to cat and cow. Oh, this is going to feel really good, I can tell already. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to inhale, lift the hips high to the sky. The gaze comes up in front of you. Belly button drops. And exhale, round the back. Drop the tailbone, drop the shoulders, drop the head, and let it hang. Inhale, gaze comes up. Tailbone comes up, belly button drops. And exhale, reverse. Take a moment now to do 1 or 2 of these on your own, following your breath. Nice, slow breath. Because if you still have breath, you still have movement. So allow the movement to be very slow and deliberate as well. And then shake it out. Come back to your neutral tabletop. I'm going to put my hair up, sorry. We're going to come into a puppy, what I call a puppy dog stretch. I'm not even sure if that's what it's called anymore. Honestly, I might have dreamed that or made it up. Doesn't matter. It's a good stretch. So we're going to start on the left side. I am in my neutral tabletop. I'm going to look across my left shoulder, down and back towards my feet. And then I'm going to pull my hip up towards my shoulder. So I've got a nice gentle side stretch through the right side of the body. And then I'm going to come back to center. Find that neutral spine, rest and release. And then we're going to look across the right shoulder towards my feet, towards my ankles. And then I'm going to reach my right hip towards my right shoulder for a nice, gentle left side stretch. and release. Let's go on and push it back to child's pose for a moment. So bottoms of the feet are on the floor, pushing the sitting bones back towards the heels, stretching the arms up overhead. Let's keep it an extended child's pose this time. Release your forehead to the mat. If your forehead doesn't reach the mat, that's okay. Go ahead and bring your hands under your forehead if that's more comfortable for you. If you want a little more release, you can separate the knees a little bit. I'm going to keep my arms overhead. I'm going to stretch through, really active. I'm not putting you put your forehead on the ground. My forehead is not on the ground because I'm talking. Stretch your arms overhead so that the shoulder blades kind of come apart. Create space in the back body. Bring some air into that space. And then let's come back up to all fours, bringing the hands under the shoulders. If you move the knees, bringing the knees back under hips. Check your alignment. We're going to do a little bit of core strength here. I know this is y'all's favorite. Find your strength in your core. Nice, strong arms. We're going to take the left leg out behind. It doesn't have to be high. We want the hips to be square. So if you kind of think about your baby toe being pointed towards the floor. I think I'm still in frame here. Good. And then with my gaze still down by the mat, just a little bit in front of me, I'm going to take my right arm to bring my bicep up by my ear, and I'm going to reach towards the front wall. And I'm really actively reaching from the heels, from my left heel all the way out to my right fingertips. Nice, strong core, good stretch. And then bring the hand back down, release the knee, push it back to child's pose. Just release for a moment. Catch your breath. Wiggle it out a little if you need to. And then let's inhale, coming back to the other side. So coming to all fours. Nice neutral spine. We're going to start on the right side. The heel comes out behind with the right leg. Get your balance. Take your time. Bring the left hand up when you're ready. Bicep by the ear. Nice long neck. Good extension from the heels all the way up to the fingers. Don't hold your breath. Breathe here. This is a really active pose. It's harder than it looks. And release the hand. Release the knee. Take a wiggle and push it back to child's pose. Let your breath return to normal. Let's go ahead and rock forward. Tuck the toes under. Push your heels, your sitting bones back towards your heels. Just getting a nice little stretch, warming up the feet, because we're going to come back up to all fours. Keep your toes tucked. We're going to push, release the knees, push the hips up, coming into down dog. Sorry, people. Sorry, guys, you still with me? I got a phone call there. So we're in down dog. Guess I should have turned my phone off. And then let's drop the knees, come into a plank. So releasing the feet, the tops of the feet to the mat, come into your half plank, lower on down. Take a baby cobra. If that's in your practice, this is a good back strengthener. You want to think about bringing the shoulder blades back together. The chest is just barely lifted up off the floor. The weight of the body and the torso. And then push it back up to down dog. And let's bring it down to all fours. And swing it around to your comfortable seat. And then we're going to come up to standing and start our sun salutations. Take your time getting there. Whoop. I'm trying to decide which side. Let's start on this side. So take a moment, wiggle it out, whatever you need to Release or shake out. We're going to come to the front of the mat, which I'm not quite at the top of my mat, but if I do that, then I'm gone. You can't see me anymore. Do as I say, not as I do, sorry. Come to the top of your mat, of your mountain pose. Feet are together. Big toes are together. Heels are splayed just a little. Check your knees, tailbone down towards the floor. Roll the shoulders back. Release the hands. Palms come to heart center. We're going to inhale the arms up overhead. If a back bend's in your practice, take your back bend, and then we'll come down into a forward fold. Rest here for a moment. Release the lower back. Let it feel good. Bend the knees. If you want more of a lower back stretch, then you can bend your knees. Allow the torso to sort of rest on your thighs. Or if you want that stretch through the backs of your legs, go ahead and stretch through the knees. Don't lock them, but straighten the knees and find that stretch through the backs of the legs. We're going to lead with the right, so stepping back with the right foot, coming into a lunge. Check your alignment. The knee is over the ankle. See if you can't bring your focus about 45 degrees in front of you and drop your hips so you have a little bit of a straight back here. And then we're going to drop the knee, release the back toe, the top of the foot, the top of the right foot to the mat. And we're going to sweep the arms up overhead into a nice gentle stretch. If you can take the focus up, that's great. And then bring the hands back down, tuck the toes, lift the knee, step it back into your down dog. Bring the focus of the weight between the thumb and the forefinger. Work your heels down toward the floor, but work the sitting bones up to the sky. Release the head, shake it out. Bring the focus back up between the hands. We're going to step forward with the right foot. So however you need to do it, slowly and gently. If you've got it in one big movement, that's great too. Slowly work your way back into your lunge on the other side. Just like we did before, take the focus up about 45 degrees in front of you, flatten the back, drop the hips, and then drop the knee, release the top of the foot to the mat, sweep the arms up overhead. This is a balance pose, take your time getting there. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, and bring the hands back down to the mat. Tuck the toes, lift the knee. We're gonna step it forward, back into our standing forward fold. So the left foot comes up to meet the right. Exhale down, let it feel good. And then we'll reverse our swan dive up. Palms overhead, arms come together, back to heart center. Release the shoulders, soften the gaze, soften the breath, release the hands, coming back into your mountain pose. And release, and shake it off. How'd that feel? I hope you guys can see me. I wasn't sure if I was in frame or not. We're doing great on time. Let's do the other side. So we're gonna lead on the left side. I feel like I need to move my mat. I can do that, I have space. I'm gonna move my mat, y'all. Sorry, hang tight just a sec. All right. So from here, top of the mat, we're gonna go a little bit more quickly this time. Mountain pose, check your feet, feel the weight on the earth, check your knees, the tailbone, the shoulders, the arms, soft gaze, crown of the head to the sky. Palms at heart center, inhaling up, back bend if you've got it, exhale, fold forward, take a moment, feel the stretch, bend the knees and really work it out there if that's what works for you, straighten the knees. We're gonna lead with the left. So if you need to bend the knees, bring the hands down to the mat, step back with your left foot. Coming into this lunge one more time. Bring the focus up about 45 degrees. Drop your hips, nice long line. Let's step the right foot back to meet the left. Coming into down dog. Feel the weight in the hands. Feel the stretch through the backs of the legs. working your heels down towards the floor. We're going to roll over into our plank. So lowering the hips, coming into a nice straight line if you can. If this is hard, then drop your knees. Feel it activate in your solar plexus right here in your core. We're going to exhale, lift the hips back up. Feel the weight between the thumb and the forefingers. Work the heels toward the floor. Bring the focus up between your hands. We're going to step that left foot forward. Check your alignment. Knee over ankle. Bring the focus up about 45 degrees in front of you. Drop those hips. Nice flat back if you can. I feel like if I look at it, I can see you. And then step your right foot forward. Exhale, fold. Oh, let's hang here for just a moment. If you want to grab opposite elbows and just enjoy the release of the lower back. You can swing back and forth for a moment. And then we're going to release the hands back down to the mat. Reverse swan dive, coming up with a nice flat back. Inhaling up, palms together, back to heart center. Release the hands down by your side. Check your alignment. Back to the breath. Close your eyes if it feels good. And then see what that does to your alignment, to your awareness about your alignment. And release. Yay! All right, good. So we're making good time. I'm going to come down here so I can see in Zoom too. My head gets cut off on Zoom. I'm sorry, you guys. I've got to figure out a better way to work out my video stuff. So we're going to go to our warrior sequence. And if you've been in faith yoga, you know this. And this is not hard. And I know you guys like this. So I'm going to do it fairly quickly because we don't have a whole lot of time left. Starting very similar motion, very similar poses as when we start our sun salutation. Coming to your mountain, take the palms to heart center. And then inhale up. We're coming back into our forward fold. We're going to lead with the right. We're going to step it back into our lunge. And then we're going to drop the heel, turning the right foot out about 45 degrees, lifting this right arm up off the mat, windmilling, bringing us up into our warrior two. When you get there, check your alignment. It's cool having the camera. Sorry you can't see yourself in your camera. I hope you have a mirror to check your alignment. But even if you don't, just check your knee is over your ankle. You don't want to overextend. So if you're here, you don't want to be here. Not only is it uncomfortable and hurts, it's bad for your knee. So your knee is over your ankle. You should be able to look down and kind of see your big toe. I know you're tired of holding it. Take your gaze across your left fingertips. We're getting there. We're almost there. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Bend the left elbow, bring it down to your thigh, and stretch that right arm up towards the sky or all the way towards the front of the room. Check your stance. Feel the weight on the outside of your right foot. And let's inhale up. Let's go on into triangle, straightening the left leg. We're going to reach forward, pop your right hip back a little. Y'all hear that? And then fold, coming down to your triangle. Think about it in terms of both shoulders up against the wall. Nice, straight arms. And then let's bend that left knee, swing it back up. Release your hands a second, just shake it out. We're gonna do one more, we're gonna reverse it. So flip the left hand, reaching forward, coming back. The right hand rests on your right leg. Left arm is up overhead. You want to take it a little deeper. Stretch it towards the back of the room. Take your gaze high. The neck will allow. Inhale back up. We're going to straighten both legs again. Hands down to your hips. Feet are forward. Turning the feet parallel to each other. We're going to gently, slowly fold forward in our wide-legged forward bend. So I am just hinging from the waist right here as far as I can go, as far as that's comfortable. And then I'm going to allow the chest to lead, the back to round, the head to fall. And I'm coming all the way down. Rest the hands where they're comfortable. Take an inhale and a flat back halfway lift. And then exhale, fold forward. If you need like a stool or some blocks or something to help you, you can even, if you want to hang here a minute, you can even, I've got my little stool here. If I really wanted to hang out, I can kind of hang out here. We're not going to do that today, I promise. I do love my wide-legged forward bend though. And there are lots of benefits to doing a forward fold. So from here, we're just going to shift to the other side. So I want you to walk your left heel out so that your foot is turned in about 45 degrees. The right foot is going to turn out at 90. We're going to bend this right knee and walk the hands around to come back into our lunge. So your left foot is going to release. The heel comes up. Take a minute in your lunge, and then drop the heel again. Left foot is turned out 45 degrees. Windmill that left arm up overhead. Check your alignment. Warrior two. Take the gaze across the right fingertips. Go a little deeper as you breathe into it. Feel the stretch. And then I'm going to shift. You're going to bend your right arm. Bring the forearm down to your thigh for a nice side stretch. If you did it here last time, do the same thing you did last time. Look up. Inhale, we're going to come into our triangle, straighten the knee, pop the left hip back, reach the right hand forward, and then into the waist. Coming into your triangle. And again, if the neck allows, take the focus up, check your alignment, check your breath. Bend that right knee, come back up into warrior, reaching that right hand forward, flipping it. There you go. Bring it around. Wherever your edge is, find your edge, keep that right leg bent. Breathe and inhale, let's come back up. We're gonna swing back around down to our lunge, and we're going to step that left foot forward, coming back into our forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead, and exhale back to heart center. Good. And release the hands down to your side at mountain pose. Tadasana. Always my favorite. All right, shake it up. We have a couple more minutes. So this class is a little longer than 30 minutes. I'm going to come back down to the mat. Let's go ahead and come back down to our backs. We'll do a couple nice little relaxing poses on our back. So come to lay down on your back. That's my music again. Swing it around. And I hope you guys can see me okay. Okay, cool. So from here, we're going to do our standard. You guys know these. Let's take, I'm not going to do anything too standard. Go ahead and bend the knees, bottoms of the feet to the floor. I want you to extend the right leg up, really stretching through the heel, activating this right leg. Good, strong stretch. Hold it here for a moment. If it's in your practice that you feel comfortable and you want to reach up and pull it towards your body a little bit, that's fine too. If you want to extend the left leg down, that's fine too. Or you can just stay with the leg bent and then release the right knee into the chest. Release the foot back down to the floor. Bring the left foot back up. We're going to do the other side. So extend the left leg up to the sky. And then whatever you did on the other side that works for you. So if this is where your spot is, if this is your comfort zone, that's fine. Take it. That's an incredibly active stretch. If it's your comfort zone though, see if you can push yourself a little further. Pull it back. You've extended the right leg before, or the opposite leg. And then bend the left knee into the chest. Release it down. Let's do both legs. So we're going to extend both legs up. Now, you don't have to kill yourself. We're not going to do the same thing that we did with the other side. Just a gentle, almost like the higher you can get the legs, the easier it is on your core. So bring your legs up as high as you can, heels towards the sky. You want to wiggle the ankles, that's fine too. And then let's bring the bottoms of the feet down to the mat, bending the knees. Take a windshield wiper here, so bring the feet wide, and then just rock the knees from side to side, just like a windshield wiper. We are going to take our fish pose. So from here, straighten the legs. I don't know if we've done this a lot in faith yoga. This is, I want you to be careful doing this pose because it can be really hard on your neck. So the legs are active, they're extended on your mat, flat on the mat. Your arms are down by your side. Now, palms are face down right next to your hips. If you even want to bring them in under your hips a little bit, that might help. We're going to lift the upper body and bear all of our weight on our elbows. So I'm using my elbows to lift my chest, and then I'm going to drop my head back towards the mat. Now, you can go, you can release the top of the head to the mat for a little bit of support, but I don't want you putting the weight on the top of your head. I want you to feel a nice stretch through your throat and through your heart space, but no pain, no stress on your neck. And then lift the head, release the shoulders, release the head, and come down. Take a moment now, take a deep breath, reach overhead for a nice, long, full body stretch. And then, oh, did that feel good? Sorry, y'all. That was not intended. And then we're going to come into our deep relaxation. So open the legs a little if they were really close together. Allow the feet to drop open to opposite corners, the toes to drop open. If you want a blanket under your knees to help support your lower back, if laying on your flat on your back is uncomfortable, that's fine. If you want a pillow for your head or a rolled up blanket, arms are down by your side, palms are up. Your body will cool down a little bit during Shavasana. So if you want to slip on a sweater, throw a quick blanket over your arms. Let's take a minute and scan the body, starting with the feet, the ankles, the calves, the shins, the knees, the thighs, quads, and your hamstrings, coming up to the glutes and all around your hips and your pelvis. Any tension you might be holding in the lower half of the body, just release, relax, and forget about it. Bring the focus up to the belly, the lower back. Take a nice deep breath into those places. Bring fresh air into it, and then exhale any tension you might be holding there. Coming up to the chest. Taking a nice deep breath in, opening the rib cage, opening your heart space, opening up the shoulder blades. And then as you exhale any tension out of that part of the body, just relax and forget about it. Focus comes to the shoulders, down the arms, biceps, triceps, your forearms, your wrists, the hands and the fingertips. Just relax. Coming up the neck, to the back of the head, around the jaw. Relax the teeth, the lips, the tongue, the cheeks, the forehead, the eyes. Any tension you might be holding in any of those spaces all around the head, relax, release. Forget about it. Do a quick scan of the body, taking notice where the body meets the earth, taking notice of any discomfort or tension, adjusting and releasing where necessary. And then take your focus inside to the breath, taking nice, slow, long, slow, deep breaths. It's not a hugely active breath. It's an easy breath. It's just slower. Take yourself someplace warm and inviting. A place where you find peace and ease, safety, joy. Come back to your intention. Breathe it in, way down deep in the belly. And as you exhale, just let it roll through the cells. Take a moment now and enjoy this relaxation on your own. As you're relaxing, enjoying this time, I just want to read a Bible verse, one of my favorites. I'm sure you've heard it. For God has not given us a spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline. 2 Timothy 1:7. I hope that you found in your yoga practice today that you did something that was maybe a little harder than average. That warrior sequence, I hope, helped you feel strong and powerful. We will not succumb to fear in this very uncertain, very unexpected situation where we find ourselves. Rest in the confidence of your own strength. And then when you think you're at your edge, the confidence of God in us, working us through this. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana, that's fine. I recommend hanging out here for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. If you're ready to come out, go ahead and wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing the energy and the awareness back into the body. Roll to your right side, supporting your head with your arm, maybe bringing the knees up into fetal position. And then when you're ready, with your eyes closed or the gaze down, hanging on to that sense of peace that you found, come on back to your comfortable seated position where you started the practice. Take a moment, take a deep breath, feel your body. Does it feel different than when you started? Bringing your body, your mind, spirit, all in one place here on your mat right now, coming back to your intention. God has not given us a spirit of fear and timidity, but of power and love and self-discipline. I appreciate you very much coming to join me on your mat today. Father God, I lift these participants up to you wherever they are in the world right now, geographically, physically, emotionally. Father, watch over them. Give them a spirit of power and love and self-discipline. In your name, we pray. Amen. Thank you so much for coming. I hope that you'll maybe check out Yoga Reset this afternoon at 1 o'clock. I will be doing some classes on the weekends. I'm just never quite sure of the times. Not that weekends are hugely different than any other day, but sometimes we try to get outside and do something fun, especially if it's as nice as it is today. So I do hope that you'll join me sometime over the weekend. for more yoga. And if you can't make it on the weekend, then I hope to see you during the week. Let me kill my recording. Thanks for coming.